Alright, I'm just doing a quick video tutorial on Visual Composer and Thrive leads. So on my site, I have the total theme, and the total theme, when you buy it, it includes Visual Composer, but you can also buy Visual Composer separately if you already have a theme. And Thrive leads you buy like separately as well. So it's just like a plugin that you can buy. So basically what it is Visual Composer is a page builder. So it's kind of like Thrive has a page builder as well. So you could use the Thrive page builder with Thrive leads, but just like I got Visual Composer first, so I didn't want to switch over to like a brand new page builder, so I just got Thrive leads on top of it. And I kind of like that. I really like the total theme, and Visual Composer is like comes with it, so that's just like the stack of technology that I have on my site. So basically you can use page builders on your site to do things like create landing pages, create sales pages, have buttons and all that good stuff. So it's really helpful if you're like selling something, or you want to have like an opt-in page where people put in their email address to get something from you. You can do all that stuff with Visual Composer. It just like builds the page for you on one of your WordPress pages. And Thrive Leads is basically like an alternative to lead pages. It's cheaper because Thrive Leads is a one-time price versus lead pages, which is like $400 annually or whatever it is per month. I don't remember. So right now I'm in the middle of switching over from lead pages, which I've had for like a year, switching that over to Thrive Leads in order to save money. And you also get a little bit more of like customization combined with Visual Composer and Thrive Leads, because you can like design your own page however you want, and even do like custom coding and stuff like that you can't do with lead pages. So basically, I'm just going to show you an example of how I'm going to be transferring over lead pages to my site. So like all of my landing pages and pop-up boxes and all those kind of things that are run through lead pages currently are eventually going to be all hosted on my own site, designed by me or you or whoever on my team. So it'll all like be run through my site and everything. So right now I just have the back end of my page of my site open, and I'm also going to open up lead pages. Okay, so right now I have a couple. I already like went through and transferred some over, as well as deleted some really old ones. So right now I have 7 lead pages I need to transfer over to my site, as well as a bunch of lead boxes as well. So if you don't already know, the lead pages are like a whole page that you've created in order to get somebody to opt in or purchase. Whereas the lead box is just like that pop up where if you click on a button, like the box that pops up to get your email address, that's what the box is for. So I would create the box in here and then just like embed it into my blog with the HTML code once it was finished. Or you could do it with a URL too, which that part is kind of cool that you can't like the only feature that lead pages offers that Thrive Leads doesn't is like you can grab like you can like if you have a guest post, you can put like a link to a lead box that'll pop up in that guest post. Like you can insert it into your guest post, whereas you can't do that with Thrive Leads because it's hosted on your site. not on that other person's site. So anyway, let's start with a lead page because this is how we're going to integrate with Visual Composer and Thrive Leads. So this 5 daily habits for marriage, that one goes on my other site, The Millennial Wife, so I'm just going to skip over that one. So let's move on to best creative entrepreneur hashtags. So I'm just going to click edit so we can see what it looks like on the back end of lead pages so that I can recreate it on my site. So this is not, oh, there we go. So basically it just says hashtags, blah, 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 and a button. So this is like a super simple page, but we're just going to recreate this on my site. So let's go back over to my site and we're going to make a new page. Sorry, my computer is kind of slow. Come on. All right, so the first thing that you might notice that is different is that we have this back-end editor, front-end editor. This is how you access Visual Composer. So first, before I do that, I'm just going to enter the title, which is, I'm just going to put that as Instagram hashtags. And then I'm going to click the back-end editor, and that gives you access to Visual Composer. And so basically this just creates a blank page, and you can add all sorts of elements. So, but first we're going to go down here, and I'm going to do, I'm just going to make sure that the sidebar is gone on this page. And I'm also going to remove the header. These page settings are through the total theme, but it's pretty easy to like add code to your page to make it so that like you can create a new page without the header or whatever. I'm also going to disable this title, which is like the page title Instagram hashtags. So now that we've disabled the sidebar, the header, and the title of the page, we have like just like a blank page, like a completely blank page on my website. So now we can go ahead and start adding elements. So I clicked add element, and now the very first thing I'm going to add is a space where there's like a lot of different things in here. So sometimes I'll use the search bar. So we're going to add the empty space. And I'm just going to put this up to like 50 pixels. So what this does is I always start all of my pages with a space at the top, because obviously if you start off with like text or whatever, it's going to hit the top of the page. So you just want to make sure that you leave like a healthy gap in between the bottom of somebody's like browser toolbar and then the top of where your design starts. So then in this same row, I'm going to click that button to add a heading. So I like this heading one. So we're going to skip this one, skip that, skip that, skip that. Okay, go down to the text, and it should say 107 Instagram hashtags for creative entrepreneurs. Family, I'm going to choose Oswald because that's what my font is. My heading font, anyway. Font size. So the font size and the line height is something that I often will like, I'll just like pick random numbers, and then I'll like preview the page and see how it looks, and then kind of adjust that depending on how it looks. Font weight default, text align, center, color. So I'm going to, I have new colors on my site, so for 2017. So I'm gonna just try and find the new hex code for that. Hold on. Okay, so of course this is the text. F04A60. 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 Okay, so I'm gonna make that the color and then save it. And then what else did I have? Okay, I had a dotted line, so I guess I could add a dotted line if I want to. I'm just gonna do another empty space underneath the heading of like 12 pixels, and then I'm gonna add a divider. So I'm gonna have the style as dotted line. Then and under the design tab, you can choose all this stuff with I think I'm hoping that if I don't put anything for the width, it's just gonna make it full width to be easy. And then I guess I could pick an icon too if I wanted to. That's kind of cool. Okay, color. Let's just pick that same pink, or I could use a light pink actually. F9C DC9. F9C DC9. All right, let's pick that color. Save changes. Then I'm going to so something that if you're gonna really reuse an empty space, I can click this duplicate button and then kind of drag it down below the dotted line. So the dotted line will have 12 pixels above and 12 pixels below. And then I'm going to go back over here. So now this has like two things right next to each other. So in order to do that, I'm going to add see how am I going to do this. I'm actually going to delete this one because it's going to give me extra spacing when I do this. So I'm just going to add a new row right here. So this allows me to now separate this new row into two spaces, two sections. The reason why I got rid of the spacing under the dotted line is because adding a new row just like automatically it adds a little bit of space, a little bit of like padding on the top. So I may or may not need that empty space in between the two rows. I'll have to see what it looks like once I preview it. So now I'm going to go ahead and choose image, single image. I'm going to have to try to find this image on my computer, which is really, I have no idea where that would be. Hope I did this right. No. Crap. Great. Oh, here it is. Yes. Okay. Great. 9 megabytes. That's awesome. Okay. Let me just give me 1 sec. I need to resize that, or I'll just do that later. So let's pretend like we have an image there. And then over here, we're going to add a list item. Oh no, wait. I think there's a way that I can do this different. Yeah. Bullets. No. I could have sworn there was another. Okay, ignore me. Let's do this like normal. Okay, list item. So just gonna like skip all this random stuff and then change the content to match this. And then Lotto is my body font. And then font size, let's just do like 18. X-align, left, color, black. And then what's cool about this is you can choose an icon to go with your bullet point. So I like to do the check mark usually. So choose that, and I can choose the color. I'm just gonna see what it pops up as default. Actually, no, I'm just gonna choose black. Then you can even change the size, but I think I'm gonna be happy with how that looks as default. Save changes. And then, so this is where the duplicate comes into handy. So I can clone this list item, and then I'll just go in here, and all I have to do is change the text. Oh, oops. Clone again. Okay. And now the only thing left to add is the button. So I'm just going to add another new row because we only need one column. And then add let's add a button. Hover animation. So sometimes I like to pick those for buttons. So we're gonna open. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, this is where the Thrive leads. We're gonna add the Thrive leads. So I forget how to do this. Okay, let me just cancel that button for now. Okay, so this page is like pretty much all set to go. I'm just gonna hit publish. Oh, I'm sorry this tutorial is so long, but there's a lot of stuff. Okay. So, yeah, okay, this all looks good. Okay, so now we need to integrate with the Thrive leads in order to create the pop-up part of the design. So I'm just going to scroll down over here to Thrive Dashboard, and then I'm going to open up Thrive Leads in a new tab. So this is the Thrive Leads dashboard. And it's a little confusing. For the most part, we're going to ignore lead groups. So for the main purpose of this would be to use the lead shortcodes or the Thrive boxes. So this one is a little complicated. So basically, the short codes are when a form is like directly embedded in the site without any like there isn't a button, like it's just there. So that would be why you would use the short code. And then the boxes is for when there is a button. So we want there to be a button. So I'm going to choose Thrive boxes. So I'm going to click add new. And then it's going to be Instagram, hashtags, add Thrive box. And then, so it popped up down here. We're just going to go ahead and click edit. And then, oh yeah, so you have to like scroll up for some reason. So then you're going to go to create form. And this part is just like, the only reason why you would have to name the form any differently is if you're going to split test the boxes. So I just go ahead and make this like the same exact name. as the box. So like within each box, you could have like Instagram hashtags A or Instagram hashtags B, and then it would randomly choose a design to show so that you can split test. But that's like a little not over my head, but like I just don't have time to do that. So I just always just name the form the same name as the box. So now I'm gonna click edit design. It's gonna pop open a new page. And this is gonna open the editor for the box. So it's gonna let us first choose a design. So I'm gonna want to choose like what I want the pop-up to look like when somebody clicks on the button. So I like just ask for an email, not name an email. So I try to pick one that like just has the email bar. So let's see. I think this one's pretty cute. I don't really have like I just pick whatever I think looks cute that day. So we're gonna choose the template, and you can change all the colors and everything and all the pictures. So don't worry about it being blue when my site is supposed to be pink. So, all right. So this blue background we're gonna want to change to be with my site colors. So I'm gonna click on the blue, and then over here I can look at the colors and choose a different background color. These are my old site colors. So again, I'm trying to like with the new stuff I'm adding, trying to be the new site colors, even though I haven't transferred over yet. So I'm just gonna make that F04A6D. F04A6D. So that will be the new color, and I'm just gonna save this as a favorite color since it. What are these now? Okay. Then I'm gonna click OK, and then just edit this text. Come on. Edit this text. So I can just highlight and then click let's see, what did I do on here? Yes, I want them, and then what pops up? Oh, nothing. Cool. Okay. Get your hashtag. Okay, so this to me looks a little bit big, so I'm just going to decrease the size down to 16. See how that looks? It's better, but we want the line height to be not so weird. And then why is there such a big space right there? Line height 50. I think there might be some padding on this bottom. 0. There we go. That looks a little better. So I'm going to change. Okay, so to change the wording on the button, for some reason, it doesn't let you highlight and replace the words. So you just have to do edit components, submit button, and then where is it? Right here is where you change the button text. So that's where I've changed the button text, and then I can go into color, change the button color to the new color is 7E1946. Okay, save as your color. Okay, and then I just want all these to be the same color. So that's not green anymore, and then just X out of this, and that looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna add some extra space on the sides here. Is that? Oh, that's not gonna look good. Wow. Let me see if I can make this space less. Dimensions, form size. Well, that's freaking helpful. What? Why? Um. Okay, I don't know why it's not letting me do this. What? I swear to God. Okay, whatever. That looks fine. I'm not gonna be picky about this. Oh, I don't really like that this picture has that blue and green, but you know what? I don't care right now. So, okay, so this design is complete. The last thing I need to do is wait. Why is this space awkward? Okay, let's make this. No. Oh, that's cool. You can make it curved. That's not what I want to do right now. There's like more of a white space on the bottom than on the top. Why? Okay, whatever. I'm not picky. I'm just gonna save changes. Okay, and now go to so the last thing we need to do here is integrate it with my email program, which is ActiveCampaign. So I'm just gonna open up ActiveCampaign. Log in again. Okay. I just need to make sure that I have a tag set up for this. A best creative entrepreneur hashtags. Okay, perfect. So I'll need to set up an automation that delivers that. But I'll do that later. As long as that's there right now, that's fine. Okay, so now we can go back over to this page. And so you click on the email part and then connect with service. Create a new connection. Next up. ActiveCampaign. Everybody is my main list, and then we're gonna choose the form. Do I have a form for this? Best creative entrepreneur hashtag, and then the tag should be, of course. Well, I think if I put it at the form, best creative entrepreneur hashtags, it should tag as best creative entrepreneur hashtags. Yeah, subscribe to a list, add a tag. So that is all set. I can just make sure that it goes through that form and it'll automatically be tagged as the correct tag. So now I'm going to save. Okay, this is all set, so I'm just going to save again. And save changes. And then X out of that page. So I'm just going to go back to the dashboard. And we can see our boxes right here. So I forget how I would integrate this with the page. So I think what I have to do is like code a button because of reasons. So like, let me go to the one of these pages and see how I had it set up. 7 time saving systems. Oh my god, I don't remember what the name of that page is called. 1 second. Okay. Oh. 7 systems. Come on. I just want to see exactly how I did it on this page so that I can copy it. Yeah, so I custom coded this button, and then when you click on the button, the thingy pops up. So that's what we want to happen. So I'm just gonna edit the page and then kind of just like copy this part. Okay, so as you can see, this is a text block, and then inside the text block there is the beginning code for the Thrive box, and then the ending code for the Thrive box, and then in between is the custom HTML that creates the button. So I'm just gonna edit this, and then go to text where the HTML is, copy this, close, close, go back over to here, and then add a new element, text block, which when it opens up, it just looks like the WordPress text editor. So it's like a mini blog post almost. And then we're going to go over to text and paste. So the only thing I need to do is that change the background color to be the new background color, which is 71946. 71946. And then change the text. So, and then I also need to change the Thrive code. So, and just come on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy it. It's not letting me look at it. And then so I'm gonna paste. And then so trigger goes here. The trigger is the code that is below. And then this short code will go down here. That's actually the same thing. Okay, so this will make sure that that specific box that we just created will pop up when you click on the button. So I'm just going to save changes. And the text apparently is that color. I don't think that's going to look good. Let me see how this is going to preview. Come on. Okay, so remember we did not input this picture yet. Oh, look, our dotted line is full width and it's nice and pretty. We could adjust the padding here to make it this equal space up and above and below if we want to. Oh, look, it is white font, so that's perfect. So I think that looks good to me. Once I input the image, like, it won't be this big, so that hopefully the button will be above the fold so you won't have to scroll. The next thing I want to do is I don't like that there are share buttons on this page because it should just be about signing up for the email list. So I need to go into Sumo Me and then go to share, and then it always makes you just click, oh my god, what? Okay, click continue, and then go down to display rules, and then I'm going to add another don't show rule on URL paths exactly matching Instagram hashtags. So I'm just going to save that. and then X out of that, and then X out of that. And then this is a preview, so I'm just going to close it and then update. And that, I'm just going to view the page now to make sure it looks all good. With no share buttons. Yep, that looks good. And then just double check on this button. Good. Get your hashtags, put them in your email. So that is all set. That's how you create a page with Visual Composer integrated with Thrive Leads. Let me also show you a page of like what this looks like. So client attraction formula. So if you don't want to code the button, this is how it will look. So you could do something like this where the email insert part is directly on the page, and that way you don't have to put the button in. This is just one short code in a text box. So that is how you would do that. And I guess I need to go in here and fix the share buttons, but that's okay. But that should be all set. The only other thing I want to go over is, like, just in case, is how you would set up the active campaign. So how we just did it with the Instagram hashtags is that they get put through this form, best creative entrepreneur hashtags. It subscribes to the everybody list, and it adds the tag best creative entrepreneur hashtags. But what we need to do next is actually deliver the freebie, which was previously done through either ConvertKit or Lead Pages, but is now not happening at all. So what I need to do is, first, I'm going to go into automations. Right now I have it so that they automatically are being added to my new subscriber indoctrination. So I'm just going to go in here and just get rid of them from this. So we're going to delete this. I'll show you why in a second. Okay, so now that that's all done, I'm going to go back and create a new automation specifically for this form/tag. So new automation, start from scratch, create. Okay, so it's going to be when the a tag is added. So we want the tag best creative entrepreneur hashtags, and then add start. And then, so the first thing they're going to get is an email. We're going to create the email. Create. Okay. Meanwhile, I need to upload the hashtag list to Dropbox. So here, I did my content upgrades, upload, choose files. I'm going to have to try to find this. Best creative entrepreneur hashtags PDF. Perfect. Open. Done. So I'm going to get the share URL, create a link, copy the link, go back to Active Campaign. For the email, I'm going to go to the past campaigns to grab a template. I have a bunch of the VA collective emails right here, but this is through Randonomius. So as you can see, this is like a similar thing where I'm just delivering a content upgrade. So this design would be perfect to copy. Use this design. I swear I just picked the subject, but Continue. Okay, so this is pretty simple. It already has everything all listed. So thanks for signing up to receive your 107 hashtags for creative entrepreneurs. So in this button, this over here where the link is, I'm going to paste that Dropbox link and then make sure that the download DL equals 1 instead of 0 so that it's a one-click download. So all I do, that's all set. Next. Finish. And then I'm going to do an if else. And if the tag exists that they're indoctrinated, that's how it'll tell me if somebody's already been through my indoctrination sequence. So if they've already been through the sequence, I obviously don't want them to go through it again. So that's why I'm making sure that I'm splitting this. So I click OK. If yes, then we're just going to end the automation. If no, then we want them to start the new subscriber indoctrination. What the heck? Oh, there it goes. Save. And then end this automation. And now that is completely all set. Brand new page. Anybody can sign up and get their thing delivered to them, and it is all set. So that is what I need to do for all of my lead pages. So now that that is done, I can delete this lead page. So I'm just gonna go click done. Come on, save. Sure. Come on, go back to the main page. Let's go to my pages, and then best creative entrepreneur hashtags. I am going to delete. All right, now we are completely all set. And this is a really long tutorial, but now you'll know how all that stuff integrates, and you can see how Visual Composer works and all that great stuff.